What up, y'all? I'm just waiting on Meekachii right now. She should be here soon. So for now, you just have to deal with me being awkward. Dogs, stop. How's everybody doing? How was your week? And all that stuff. I can still hear her downstairs. I don't know if she's making food or a drink. Bet you she won't bring me anything, though. Guaranteed. I worked a lot. That's it. It was a busy week. Didn't have any time to make any wands this week. I still have the one that I was working on from last week. That's over there somewhere. I think she's coming. I think she's coming.
I'm only 5 minutes late.
Yeah.
Did you start?
Yeah. We've been waiting for you. Everybody's been having to deal with me being weird. What'd you get? Oh.
Oatmeal.
I thought you were going to have a chicken.
I wanted oatmeal.
No, you got to go forward, Meek.
No. 11, go in the chair. I don't trust her. Good girl. Yeah.
So you're going to eat oatmeal on this stream? Gross.
Dude.
Mush.
This is what I've eaten today. Ready?
Mush.
20 Ritz crackers.
Wow, that's a lot of... How many calories is that?
A lot, dude.
Ah, so
Dude,
you said you barely ate today.
5 Ritz crackers are like
120?
80 calories. It's a lot of
I
calories.
believe it. I mean, it's basically carbs and fat.
I didn't feel good last night.
I know.
To say the least.
I woke up at 3 in the morning.
It was 4:30.
That's the same thing.
And
I was sleeping.
I randomly had like I'm old. I had like hot flashes, like really bad hot flashes. Like I thought I was gonna die. I literally took ice and put it on my face and then let it soak into my shirt.
It was weird.
It was so hot. And then I felt nauseous, very nauseous. And then my heart rate was sky high and I couldn't get it to go down. And then I finally fell asleep again. And then at 5:30 it happened all over again. So it sucked. It sucked. It sucks being a girl sometimes, like with your stuff. Hello, Kerbo Customs and T and RSB Champ.
Sucks.
I'm good.
Did you get me a drink?
Nah.
Told you guys.
Hello, Raw and Harry. Doing good. Had a week off for a fever. Oh no. I told you Meek always creeps off the screen. Hello, Jack and Nick. Our week was exhausting. That's just because I haven't been feeling good, like on and off all week, and I've been barely sleeping, so it sucks. She said, "See how I'm good? I'm not telling you that I'm watching you." I am good. RSB got a lot of reading done. What are you reading? Our internet is back. We got it back.
Hopefully you can tell.
Saturday night at 9 p.m. Weird hormonal stuff. I almost sent her a message on Discord to bring you something to drink so you couldn't say and told you so. I thought you would have been, like, first off, I thought you would help me by making me food because I was going to be late.
Well, guess what you said? You said, I'll just make some chicken. I was like, okay, cool. I don't get how, like, I had to see if I had made you chicken,
I would have
that's not even what you ate, what you made.
Because
It would have been faster to make chicken than that.
This is a minute and a half.
A minute to heat up the chicken and then eat the chicken.
No, I like to heat it up for a minute and a half.
Okay, exactly then literally the same time. So what's the difference?
I felt like eating
Except
peaches.
you had to open the peaches and put that in there.
Now you're both here. Hello, Meeks. Hello. Hello, Alpha Ghoul. And hello, Gonzalo. And hello, I Like Potatoes. I finished the book club book last night and reading My Plain Jane now. Dude, cool. I finished My Plain Jane probably about a week ago. How did you like the book club book? You don't have to tell me your rating or anything. I just want to know if you liked it or not.
Who is this?
RSB.
Oh.
Fun fact.
Wow, get it out. Get it out at least. Fun fact.
You hate oatmeal.
That's not a fun fact. That's a disturbing fact because oatmeal is gross. It's like if you took cereal, put it in the microwave, and then put it in the blender, and then put it in the blender. No, there's no. It's like
hello, lickety split.
Do you ever have cereal with water? It's gross.
Yes, it's not very good.
It's gross.
The wrench is doing okay now. I never understand that question. I don't get it. Your hair is getting long again, Kivox. I asked him to grow it out.
I'm not going to.
Well.
It's so irritating. My ears hate it.
He liked the book a lot.
We should talk about D&D. Who wants to talk about D&D? Let's talk about D&D.
She said she has 7 hours of the book club book left. Excuse me. Never fear, I is
How long is that book club book?
I don't know.
Total. T, how long is that club? Blah, blah, blah.
11.
Leave her alone. You're making more noise than her with your gross mush that you're eating.
I'm eating oatmeal with peaches.
Freaking baby food over there. You literally scooped up a whole thing, but didn't even... Oh, you don't use your lips. Got it.
Hello, Seb G.
We should talk about D&D.
Seb G says, yes, D&D. T said, I like oatmeal, but I just put some milk and eat it cold. It's too, like, stiff. Like, how do you chew it? Or do you not chew it? I'm a weirdo. I chew oatmeal. Can you say... Probably not. I'm not going to try. The ending of Diamantine took me for a spin. You gotta read blah, blah, blah. I'm just gonna... Anytime you guys start putting... what do you call it?
I don't know. This is your story.
Abbreviations on books. I'm just not gonna read it. I don't know what that means.
So you want them to write the whole name for the thing?
Kivox on fire today, Meek. You gotta fight back. It's not worth it.
Fire about what?
There we go.
Naruto?
The War of Broken Mirrors. Moving on to sufficiently advanced magic tonight. Sam, I know. I don't get angry about that one.
Just because you know it. That makes no sense to me.
Seb said, just finished DMing my first campaign. Like, you finished the campaign, or it's your first time DMing?
That's a good question. Clarification. You still have this?
Yeah, apparently. There's a letter missing. It's TWOBM. I can't.
Mirrors, yeah.
Kivox got me. Fist bump. Yeah, I keep doing that. I don't know why. I saw some D&D products at Barnes & Noble, and I might try to play some D&D. I think they're expensive, though, dude. Get it on Amazon.
What? Oh,
just Barnes & Noble in general for stuff like that.
No, don't even do that. Just get it on, like, D&D Beyond. Or use our affiliate link on Amazon. I like having both, but D&D Beyond, the best. If you're going to buy it in one place, I'd say D&D Beyond is your best bet. And honestly, the Essentials pack on Amazon, you can get for, like, I think it's like $15 right now.
I don't feel like this answers my question.
Okay.
My first time as DM, third total campaign.
Okay. Yeah. So did you finish the campaign today, or this was the first time you were DMing this new campaign? That's the question. And those are your only two options.
Explain why you think D&D is any good, Kivox.
Is that a joke? Any good? I don't think it's any good. I think it's the best. I think it's better than video games.
But why?
Because it's super fun. Like, you know how like video games you get a choice. I think choice is the most important thing, right? Just like the ability to try anything you want to try. And, you know, try to, instead of just having 3 solutions to a problem, there's, you know, can you like mute your phone? Is it not muted? There's, you know, pretty much any solution you can come up with. Possibly not a solution, but you can try it.
Hello from France. Hello, Holy Wander. My roommate has to have everything on D&D Beyond, and he shares it with us, so that's nice. It's good stuff.
That's good. I have a friend that shares like all of his stuff with me too.
What?
Jake.
Yeah.
And so I have access to like
What's his game name?
Dorn. It was like he has most of the books on D&D Beyond, so I have access to like
crazy.
all of the books. I mean, a new one comes out like twice a year. So if you just buy a bunch at the beginning, and then every time a new one comes out, you spend $30. You know what I mean? Like $60 a year. Think about it. A video game is $60-something. We buy a game. You know?
Oh yeah, sorry, we finished the campaign.
Oh, you finished it. Okay. Cool.
Did you hear they may finish the Fantastic Beasts on HBO Max if the next movie doesn't do well? I'm cool with it.
That sucks.
I feel like HBO could do a good job.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's going to be a TV show.
Oh.
It just means they're going to make a movie and it's going to go direct to HBO.
Ugh.
Most likely.
So they said, yeah, you say it's good. I get it, but why? They're sassy frassy.
So, first I need to know about you. Do you like books, video games, or any other sort of like consumable media that's like story related?
Or Magic the Gathering.
No. I'm doing. Do you want to do your own thing? Because I'm doing mine.
No, I'm adding things.
That doesn't matter to me. That's not important. All I want to know is what you like. Like if you like video games or any other sort of story related, like TV shows, comic books, things like that. I don't care about magic or anything like that because that's not a story consumable thing unless you're reading Magic the Gathering books. And again, that falls under the book category that I was asking about. So that's what I'm saying. I want to know, like, now if you don't like any of those things, then yeah, D&D's not for you. If you don't like books, TV shows, comics, fantasy in any way, I mean D&D specifically, right, is fantasy, but there are other tabletop games that aren't fantasy.
Just the sci-fi and stuff.
Yeah.
D&D is the best pen and paper game IMO because it's easy to get into. There's a very low barrier to entry compared to other pen and paper games, and it can be really daunting to get into. So it's good that D&D makes it easy. I mean,
D&D is pretty intense too, but I agree.
What's D&D? What do you mean D&D? I don't get. So it's good that D&D makes it easy.
What is Dungeons and Dragons?
I don't think it's easy though. I got confused because I thought they were saying two different things.
It is easy, Meek, because there are other games that are much harder to get into. D&D 5e is like the easiest version of D&D that there's been so far. They simplify a lot of stuff just to make it easy to jump into. Realistically, like I could make a character for you and give you a sheet and start running you through D&D, and you just tell me what you want to do, and I tell you where to go on your sheet. You know what I mean?
If I at some point find any friends that like D&D, I will try it. Or you could get your friends into it with you.
The hard part about that is that, like
Meek, you see, punch him.
The problem with that is that, like, if you're trying to get your friends into it, then, like, most likely you're going to be the one that's responsible for, you know. Yeah. Another thing, too. Friends don't automatically make good D&D groups. You know, like, they could.
There are plenty of people that we're friends with that, like, we don't want to play with. Not really good friends.
We don't have friends. I have like, Jeff.
I mean, like,
There are a few friends that I want to play with that just like don't want to, you know.
No, don't do that. Actually, do what? I don't know. It's a story, right? If you like story things, here you get to make a story together. Like Mercer says, cooperative storytelling. You make great stories with your friends. Sub says, I'm hoping it's going to be one of those things where Crimes of Grindelwald becomes a better film and makes more sense once the whole Fantastic Beasts series has been released. Usually you end up being friends with people you play with.
Yeah, definitely. Or enemies. Mm-hmm. You end up hating them. Depending on, you know.
Hate's a strong word.
No. You hate somebody we played with.
I don't hate him. I just don't really care about him.
Meek.
Or like him.
I feel pretty confident that you really don't. You strongly dislike. Can we say that? Maybe not hate, but strongly dislike.
So I need to get new friends and get the C word?
C word?
COVID.
Why?
We play online. I like playing in person better, but...
Playing online is very convenient, is it not?
It's convenient.
Yeah. But if you guys ever try to play online, you need to play with cameras, okay? Mm-hmm. It makes people a lot more interactable. That's not a word. It makes people interact more because they can't, like, you know, hide and stuff. And like if people aren't seeing you, you can go and do other stuff on your computer when you know you're not paying attention or you're paying attention. Then your turn comes around and you're like, oh, what's happening again?
I'm gonna shoot through that window, even though all of you are gathered over there shooting out that window.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
That was a real example of the person that she strongly disliked, but she said she doesn't dislike him. But just look how mad she was. She's pretty mad.
Who does that? Like, at least, but okay, like when I'm not paying attention for a second, I yell at you
instantly. I get so mad.
No. And I admit it. And I'll tell you, like, I wasn't listening, or I was doing something else, or I didn't hear you. Okay.
I don't think you've ever admitted it.
Yes, I have. Shut up.
I'll be like, Meek, get off your phone.
Shut up.
Get off your phone, Meek.
Not true.
And then you're like, she's like this.
If I miss something, I tell you, and I have you repeat it. He would get so pissed off if you, like, accused him of not paying attention.
Well, that was because I am a dick, and I will call people out all the time. Am I not?
Yeah.
I like, if I'm DMing and you're not paying attention, I'm calling you out. If I think you're not paying attention. Unless I didn't catch it, which sometimes I don't catch. Some people I don't pay attention to as much. But you, I pay attention to like a hawk.
Dude, okay.
Like a hawk.
Every game.
I have to pay attention to you.
T is the only one here.
Okay.
He comes downstairs. What were you doing at this point? And what were you doing at that point? And
how come
you didn't remember this? And how come you didn't remember that? I'm gonna like, dude.
But
stop.
I need, like, you're an experienced player. You should be a better role model for the newbies. Okay, for the shinies. You should honestly be a better role model. Can you stop, like, scraping your plate so much? Shing, shing, shing. 11 gets scared of that. Look, she's scared now.
She heard you say her name.
No.
All right, you can play online if you're worried about that. Yes, D&D is easy other than the 3 different sheets I need to keep track of all my characters' traits, equipment, spells, etc., and the 60 pounds I spent on dice and 2 huge books. I agree. I don't think it's that easy. I play with my 2 roomies and 2 other friends I DM.
Wait. Back to the easy thing.
Ow.
It's easy. Did I yell?
No, I got a pain.
Oh. It's easier than other games. That's the point, right? That we're trying to say. But if you have somebody that knows how to play well and knows a lot of the rules, they can teach like a small group of people pretty easily. It makes it a lot easier. And then once you get into it, you start watching YouTube videos and just kind of, learning stuff as you play. The more you play, the easier it gets. And if you have a DM that can ease you into something, kind of hold your hand at the beginning and explain stuff to you.
Hey.
And I don't not recommend. I'm saying, like, I'm not recommending. There we go. Like a spellcasting class, because you should play whatever you want to play. But just understand, if you're going to play a wizard or a sorcerer, you need to be ready. Difficult. You just need to be ready.
All right, so I play with my 2 roomies and 2 other friends. I DM. We got a cam for the battle map on the table for the friend who lives far away. We got a webcam set up so he can see us and we can see him. That's fine. This dude didn't have a webcam. We had no way of watching him, and then he would just totally stop paying attention. You would hear him eating loudly over the thing and spitting probably all over the place because he did that in real life. And then you would hear him making all these weird noises and making, like, listening to stuff like music and TV shows and, like, crackling stuff as he's opening it. Really annoying. It works pretty well. Not friends. Makes sense. Guess acquaintance would be a better description. Meek, now it's time. Grab something and smack, smack, smack. Again, don't actually do it. Dee says after 2 hours she has her head down a bit more and she gets tired. I just have, like, I don't have the attention span that you guys have. Like, after 3 hours of D&D, I'm done. Like, I'm spent. I need a break.
Yeah, but the problem is if you take a break, you don't come back. You don't need a break. You just want to, you need a week off. But then the problem is that, like, once you have a week off, you have no idea what the hell's happening. I always have to try to stop it where, like, before anything big happens, because otherwise you'll be like, wait. I literally make every time we come back.
I don't remember.
You don't remember right now where we are, even though T just reminded us in the chat where we were. Remember?
No, where did she say?
Oh, she said she was telling Aaron exactly where we were, and then you responded to them, and you said that the Kieran's name was Kieran.
Oh, in that chat. I thought you meant on here. I was like, I don't remember talking about it on here. Yes, I remember. It's not that easy, but it's the easiest. If that's a better way to word it. That's so rude. Wow. Yeah, that is rude. The guy you played with. I can't DM for more than 4-ish hours. I'm done. Spent no more mental energy.
Yeah. I love it. Like our last game
11.
Was mostly like RP, if you want to call if you want to call that RP, you know, like our best shot at RPing. 9, come on, dude, get out of here.
Which game?
Oh my God, the one we just had last Saturday.
Oh, I thought you meant
or
like
Sunday, whenever that was.
Campaign.
What's
campaign? And for some reason, I thought you were talking about the last campaign we played, and I was like, we didn't roleplay at all. Why even play if you're not going to enjoy it properly?
So tomorrow, when we play, we should. This is going to be the new rule. Making up rules again, Meek. Whenever we talk, it's our characters that are talking, unless you specify. You know, if you're saying like, oh, Yumiko does this, or Yumiko does this, or I do this, and then you say what you're gonna say, something that there's something. But I don't want you guys like talking to each other out of character. You only talk to each other in character, unless it's a question about something like, hey, remember that spell that you cast the other day? How does that work? What do you think, T? It's a good idea. You're the one that like talks in character the most out of everybody. So what is the problem? You basically already do that.
Rules.
Yeah, you're so annoying. It's just like.
He says, you never notice how much I move on my chair after a while, but since my mind and hand and mouth and eyes are busy, I'm okay to go on for hours. Not me, dude. My brain gets tired. I would recommend someone new to D&D should play either as a human or a dwarf barbarian. They're pretty easy to understand, and it means you probably won't die immediately. I'm a barbarian right now, and I like it. I fought him tooth and nail, and I screamed and I cried, not really, and I wanted to punch him, and we fought a lot about me being a barbarian, and now I like it.
It's great. Barbarians are dope. I played a sorcerer. My sorcerer just recently made a reappearance in your campaign. So what's cool is that I do agree. I think a barbarian's a good like starting class, but I think like if you want to be a spell casting class, you should do it. I don't think you should be limited to like human or any of that. You should just play whatever race you think looks cool. Just avoid elf. Okay? From my experience, my first class was a half elf and elf. Just don't play one of those, because I feel like that's what everyone plays. Everybody thinks like Legolas is so cool. Like elves are so cool and sexy. I'm gonna be an elf, and then everybody wants to play an elf.
I guess I felt that
Literally,
way
our
until
last
I
game.
saw more like D&D art and saw that pretty much all of them can be sexy and cool.
Yeah, even the humans.
So, all right.
But anyway, our Curse of Strahd campaign, we were all elves.
Yeah, I know.
Of some kind.
T, I need to DM you on Discord about the end of Diamantine. By the way, I am shook. Hey, you will remove my all the time if I'm staying character.
Was that T?
Yeah, she's mean, I guess. You don't come off as that mean.
T, your character doesn't talk much.
I'm so sad. I think I'd really enjoy D&D, but I don't have the friends or the money.
Well, no. Money isn't the thing. The thing is the people to play. That's the hardest part, I think. If you don't mind playing with like strangers, you can find online groups pretty easily. But you know.
But sometimes the DMs want compensation, like if you don't know them.
Yeah, but sometimes people are just looking for groups, just looking for players. Like we were.
What are your guys' characters right now? I have a tiefling barbarian named Yumeko. Meek, speak with her accent when she talks out of character sometimes. It's so addicting. I would like to rage. Please tell me you have said that with your jester voice. I would like to rage? I don't think so. I think I just said, like, I'm going to rage. Back in a minute, my chinchilla is being loud. I used to have a chinchilla. It's a solid accent, by the way. Thank you. Like, Laura is a voice actor, and you sound pretty on point. Thanks. I agree, Kivox. So,
what?
I don't know what they agree about.
I love when the party, like, I'll just sit there and watch. Like, I love when, like, I trigger something for you guys, or you guys do it yourself, and I just sit there and I'm just like, this is the best. They're just talking. I'm just over here, like, not even doing anything. And then it's just, like, 3 of them having a conversation. And then occasionally I'll be like...
11.
I'll be like, hey, T, what do you think about this? These guys are over there talking, doing something. And I'll, like, just to try to include other people in there. I love watching you guys talk.
What? T said, so he says, avoid elves and sorcerers for the first time. I don't feel bad at all.
No, T,
you're doing a good job.
If you want... I'm not saying... Okay, so the elf thing, yes. I'm saying you made a bad choice because you're an elf.
I disagree. I like elves. I think they're dope.
I love elves, but I feel like it's
11.
I'd say it's like at least 50% of people will choose some sort of elf for their first class, right? Elves are just... they're very powerful. Like
they're the most commonly known, too, though, besides humans. No one wants to play a human. You are a human.
Humans are dope, though, too. Like, especially a variant human, you get a free feat at level 1. You get some power bills, baby. But what is that? That's a little fly, right?
But like,
hold on. I got it.
Ew.
Kill the fly. So sorcerer. That was my first. T. Look, listen. T.
He was a sorcerer.
Guess what you are? You're a half elf sorcerer. Guess what I was? A half elf sorcerer. So, you made the same mistake as I did, but I didn't want to tell you to not do it. I'm just telling you, they're super boring. Half elves, though, I like better than full elves. Elves are just kind of
like... Long-lived races are so hard for me to roleplay.
Yeah, well, what's cool is I kind of made a stipulation. Is that a thing? I kind of told you guys all to make young classes or young.
You did?
Yeah, I said keep your age young because I don't want you guys to be like experienced, like so they're all like around like younger than 30 something, like younger than 40. I think T's character is the oldest, right? No,
11.
Younger than 30. I think. I don't think any of you guys are older than 30 in the game.
I think a dwarven bard would be interesting, but I know almost nothing about D&D. T says my character doesn't talk much because she's listening, and she's the opposite of me because I talk a lot in real life.
T does?
Online, but not. I don't know. I never talked to her.
Just so you know,
like face to face.
Texting doesn't count as talking.
Did Kivox get a haircut or finally just like grow out enough to look like a different haircut?
I just grew it out enough to look like a different hair. That's what happens to me, man. I cut my hair
11.
like once a year, or dye. Apparently I dye my hair once a year too, because look, I have like 1.5 or 2 inches of growth already here. Doesn't look too bad though.
Me too.
It looks kind of like
My growth looks bad though. Look at that. Ugh.
Yeah, you're gross.
All right. Nope. Elves look cool. Dragonborns are underrated. When I told my
Dragonborns are also weak. Their racials are very weak. They don't even get dark vision.
When I told my boyfriend about D&D, he said, "Let me guess. I'm sure you're an elf wizard or something like that. You're so predictable."
That's he? Yeah.
Young for an elf is like 50 though. I think I can't remember now. Yeah, I think anything under 100 is young.
Yeah, you're supposed to like take your name at like level 100. Yeah, level 100. Age 100.
T says she's 25. Aaron is 27. That could not have been a fly. They're super quick and have compound eyes. Yeah, but it was like dying. It
was a gnat. It was a gnat.
Wow, sassy Kivox. 11. Is it just me or are bards insanely annoying? Yes. Every bard we play with, I'm just like...
Jake is here, just so you know. He's here. He just showed up.
Love you, Jake.
Watch what you say.
I just don't like their abilities. They bore me. Like their spells and stuff, I don't like them.
So here's the main role for a bard, right? The bard is a very powerful class, but at the beginning they feel a little weak, all right? But I feel like they can be, depending on your secrets, because at certain levels, did you know they can pick 2 spells from any class?
You told me this.
And then later on,
Jake,
they could...
all I gotta say is you gotta make your bard super cool, because otherwise, it's boring.
The problem with the bard is that a lot of people play off of the classic, like, you know, womanizer or like, you know, sex crazed bard. That's all they're thinking about all the time.
One of my friends was literally able to seduce a dragon, which I had set up to be the main boss of the campaign. Seducing.
Who said that?
Seb.
So here's the thing with that, right? You gotta, as a DM, you gotta be careful with what you allow your players to succeed in. So like, let's say Jake. Jake is a bard, okay? He's trying to seduce some evil bad guy. That's the bad guy, the big bad. If he tries to do it, I'll just tell him like, dude, this isn't gonna work. Mm-hmm. Like, he's like, oh, I want to roll a persuasion or something. I would say no. You know, I just wouldn't let him roll because it can't be done. So I feel like if something is possible, then I would let him roll. If there is a chance. But some things I feel like there just aren't chances. The big example is always like, I want to jump to the moon, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
It's like, you can't do that. Sorry. I don't care if you roll a nat 25.
T said, I said in real life, not texting. My friends are always saying that I don't ever shut up.
Okay, now I definitely don't believe her.
Danish.
She said she has friends.
Hello, Jake. Your hair must be irritating around the ears, Kivox.
It's not bad. I actually have it.
Not so bad.
I actually have it gelled down a little bit right here.
What did Green do wrong? He retracted his message. We didn't do anything. There's a high elf who is called Elmian, but I think that if their backstory is good, then it makes the character interesting.
Yeah.
Their spells are okay, but Jake brings so much life to the group that we can forgive him for that.
Yeah, so bards are support classes for the not support, but they're like control and support. They could be a little bit of everything, you know. They can be, but they're definitely jack of all trades. They even have
11.
They even have an ability that's called jack of all trades, which they're definitely skill monkeys though. Like, because they get expertise in a lot of stuff. They get a lot of that.
Okay, hold on. Sometimes you just have them roll even if they can't do it. Bye, Kerbo. Yeah, they deleted the post. You can choose to be good or evil in D&D. Yes.
Yeah, but usually, like, when you
are with a group, you would be good, right? Or you could be deceptive.
No. So usually you want to run that by your DM, because like it may not work for the campaign. If like the campaign is being set up for like, you know, for you to be the hero, for you to be the good guy. And then you go and you
But
go
you
against
could be
the group,
deceptive.
and then you go against the group, and then it just makes it not
You
fun
could do
for
it at the
everyone.
very end.
Again, it you have to feel out the group. You can't. I wouldn't say just be a freaking bad guy, you know.
I saw a good copy paste where the DM was like, "Fine, you managed to seduce the dragon. It turns into a human, so you can." F the bard goes, "What does she look like? Exactly like you, bard. What?" I'm going. Go f yourself, huh? Okay. Yes, we are talking D&D, right? Meow. Don't read the swear words out loud. Don't worry, I won't.
I did not, but I just accidentally.
Do you find Tabaxi interesting?
They're cool.
Tabaxi?
They're cool. They're the cat people.
Yeah. Play how your group wants, and your DM. It's important to balance expectations.
Yeah.
I think Jake left right after the what's up. Jake said, I try to keep the whole seduction thing to tieflings only since it's rarer to find them. It's not so rare. Oh, Kivox, that was close. Oh, nope, there he is. I haven't had the opportunity to play one, but I really like the Warforged. I only played with the Warforged for like 2 games, and it seemed really cool.
You didn't play a Warforged?
We played with someone.
Oh, got it. Yeah, they're cool because they're like, they don't have to breathe. They can like walk on like underwater and stuff and not have to breathe.
And they look cool.
They don't have to eat. But they
Dude,
weigh.
It's so cool.
They weigh a lot.
Yeah, he told us what he weighed. I forgot. It was a lot though.
Yeah.
The wrenches are clenching their fingers. Warforged are cool, a bit OP.
I definitely think like Dragonborn can be really cool, but like I said, they're very underpowered. Like when it comes to just their race, they don't get dark vision, which is a bummer. And their breath weapon is like pretty weak. You know. That's why I made his a little different. But
I'm designing an air genasi monk. What?
You're close.
Genasi?
No.
Genasi.
I say Genasi, but
Monk
that's just
for
me.
Fun. Those are those genies?
No, yeah, like the humanoid looking things.
What shows are we watching?
Dark?
Yeah, Dark. It's like a
German
show?
Yeah, I think it is German.
I think it's German.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good. I like it. I think we're on season 2.
It's not great.
Pretty much like anytime we have free time and we're falling asleep and we don't want to play a video game and fall asleep, we watch that show and fall asleep.
Yeah.
We've been playing
Ghost of Tsushima.
Tsushima. It's a good game. I like it. What? No. Genasi.
I say Genasi.
Jin.
They're basically
Heard about it. Everyone's raving about it. I think it all ties up real well. I heard. What, the Dark Show? I have never heard about it except for we randomly found it on
I
Netflix.
saw it when it first came out on Netflix, season 1, but I just never.
Oh wait! No! They must be talking about Ghost of Tsushima.
I don't think it's a great game.
It's not like.
I think it's overrated. People are saying that it's super great and everything. It doesn't even look that great. I feel it's like all right looking. I mean.
Oh no, the Dark Show.
But I just came from like we just played Last of Us last month and that was amazing. I loved that game and it looked amazing. But this game's it's all right. It's not bad. I don't care about the story at all. I'm only playing it for like collecting stuff and getting stronger. And I feel like we're pretty far. Like our sword's almost maxed out.
We just did like all the extra stuff and none of the main storylines. So by the time we get to the main story, we're gonna be
everything's
so
easy. Like the game.
I like it though.
When we're playing it on normal, we're not playing it on like super mega expert or anything. But it's just like it's so easy. People are like hyping it up a lot, and it's just like it's all right.
Maybe you're just so cool and like way better at playing video games than anyone else.
I'm not at all. But I do like a little bit of a challenge. But I just feel like once you learn,
you could change the challenge, or you could change.
No, it's not that because then they're just gonna hit harder. Do you know what I mean?
If I had a console, I'd play that. So Dark apparently is insanely hyped. I did not know this. We literally randomly came across it, and I was like, "Hey, that looks cool," and you were like, "Eh." And I was like, "Come on, let's watch it," and you were like, "Fine," and that's how it went.
Yeah. I still don't think it's great, but I like it's timey-wimey stuff.
Genesee?
I always like.
You You should play Neverwinter. We have.
I have.
Yes.
The MMO.
I also played
yes.
the old game. What console were you again, Kivox?
I mean, I'm playing on PlayStation.
I'm playing Star Wars. Oh my god, I love Star Wars: The Old Republic.
I just watched like a synopsis of the story, so I didn't have to play it.
I'm just on a big Star Wars kick right now. Bought some books, watching The Mandalorian. Dude, Star Wars: The Old Republic was one of the first video games that I remember like
having a
altering,
story.
like yeah,
like having like a really good story that you were like,
my mouth
whoa.
just like dropped open, and I was just like, what just happened?
I think the first game that I like really played, and I was just like, this is a really like.
Let me guess, Metal Gear.
No, I think it was Last of Us. It was like the first time I played, like the first Last of Us. It was the first time I played something, and I was just like, games could be very like. Could be just as good as a good TV show and a good movie. The first TV show I ever watched that was like, wow, TV can be really good was Lost. Was the whole series of Lost. I was just like, wow, TV can be better than movies in some ways.
I seem like the type of person who has 600 hours in Animal Crossing. I maybe played like 30 hours max of that game.
I don't think we even played that much. The last one. Not even the newest one.
Not even the new one.
The last one for 3DS.
I just don't get the hype, dude. Like, I don't get it. I know, like, everyone and their mother plays it, but, like, I got bored. I did play a lot of Pokemon growing up, but even that's boring now. Like, it just got easy and boring.
It's so easy. I know. And we don't like the competition part of it because it's all meta stuff. It's all, like, min-maxing, and it's just, like, it's not fun. D&D is like really my main thing I like now. It's
Imagine instead of getting a doctrine, they called you a super mega expert. That'd be pretty cool. Really cool. It's 1:45 a.m. for me, so finally goodbye. Where are you?
Goodbye.
We are in the United States.
We're close to New York.
In Connecticut.
Nobody knows where that is. New York. Off in New York.
I have not played since launch. I mean, it's showing its age, but there's a lot of story to come back to. For one sub, you permanently unlock like 5 expansions worth of story. Oh, Sodor, blah, blah, blah.
What is SOTOR? What is that? Republic. Oh, okay. Can you make sure you say that next time? Because I don't know what SOTOR is.
Touche.
Huh.
Well worth playing again, Meek. What stories did you do? I don't remember. I played so long ago.
What?
The Old Republic.
Oh. The Old Republic?
Wait. I'm thinking of KOTOR. Is that what you're playing?
No, SOTOR.
No, I don't care about that game. I'm sorry. I played Knights of the Old Republic. That's the game I'm talking about that, like, jaw drop.
I really like how they did what they did with SOTOR, though, with the story stuff. Where you could play together and like influence the decisions that you make when it comes to the cutscenes. I really like that. I wish, because I played Destiny a bunch. I wish Destiny did that, because in Destiny you would play in a group with your friends, your fire team. But then when it came to the storyline, it would just show you in there by yourself, and then it would cut back and it would be everybody's together again. You wouldn't really be a group telling this. You know, that was never fun.
I have a PlayStation, but later I'm going to a Nintendo Switch. Best game I've recently played was Detroit. Replayed it, got a better ending than what I got when it came out. I just love games that change based on your decisions. That was Jake. Man, Friday already. Hello, Vision. Always have to bring D&D into everything, Kivox. Love it. Have you guys been playing the Final Fantasy series? I mean, I've played them on and off throughout my life, but he will not finish 7 remake right now.
When they tell me when the new one's coming out, I'll finish it.
What game are we talking about? KOTOR. I'm sorry. I just after playing WoW for so many years, I just cannot play like MMOs.
I can't play MMOs either anymore.
I just can't.
They're just too much.
I killed myself with WoW. I played it so much, and for what? To have a level 60
now it's not rogue. That's like nothing now.
It's just like sitting there on some server, probably deleted. I play it as a single player game. He said I knew he would do that. do KOTOR though. That game was good.
You know it's really good? D&D. It's like video games, but like way better.
Chelsea says she's totally into Mahjong these days. I've always kind of sucked at Mahjong.
What's Mahjong?
The one with the tiles and you match.
Oh.
I rated in WoW at like a really high level. That was a good time. So I did play the expansions and I leveled up, I think, to 80. And then I stopped.
I thought you said you had a level 60.
And well, that's the last time I played her. But I did level up, I think, a
what was her
blood
name?
elf to 80. Pinty.
Oh. Nice.
Everyone called me Pinty.
Because they can't read.
Yeah.
Idiots.
And everyone thought I was a boy for the longest time. Don't know why. Until...
Because you sound like a boy.
I guess so. No, I didn't have Ventrilo when I first started.
It was free, wasn't it?
No, I mean, but I didn't have a microphone and all that stuff. When I first started playing, I was just typing. And then I finally got a microphone and Ventrilo and my whole...
Setup?
Nope. My group of people I played with, I can't...
Guild.
Wow. I'm getting Alzheimer's over here.
Old timers.
They didn't know, like, I was a girl. It was
Oldest
funny.
timer.
Have any of you guys... No, I read that. Any good games on Xbox One you can recommend? I'm not a big gamer. We literally played like 2 games on our Xbox One.
My Xbox is in the closet over there.
D&D is still better than any video game by miles.
100%.
I checked.
It's on another level.
Oh no, never do that, dude.
What'd they check?
Never check your /played in WoW.
Oh, yeah.
And then I played at the start of this latest expansion, and I legit had years of online time total. I had several months last time I checked, but I don't know if I had years.
That's crazy.
Brain fart. I know nothing about anything you guys have been talking about because I'm totally that lame-o who plays Mahjong. I like some phone games and stuff like that, but...
No, she's saying in person. She does it in real life.
You do the real Mahjong? That's not... No. Who does that? I got hooked on Destiny 2 for like 6 months when it first came out, but then it got downhill from there and I kind of stopped. So he was obsessed with
Destiny 1. It was awesome until
for like
it was awesome.
A few months until I had to threaten to break up with you.
No, you didn't. That's not what happened. I just got bored of it, and then later on, you told me that you were really upset that I played so much.
Yeah.
You just kept your mouth shut while
I had to study. I was like making a life and doing stuff.
Yeah, and I was paying your bills. True. So don't complain.
Like one character had almost 2 years and the other combined was a year or 2, I think. All right, you definitely played more WoW than me. Like,
I mean, WoW's been out for more than 10 years, right?
I first started playing, like, I think it was a year old when I got into it. I wasn't like one of the first people to play, but I think it had been out for about a year. Like, you still had to walk to level like 20. And you didn't get a mount until level 20.
That's how it should be.
No, it was 40.
That's how it should be.
You got a mount at 40, and you had to walk until then.
Back in the day when people had to work hard.
Back in the day. Sassy Kivox. Dude, my cat knocks my puzzle pieces everywhere and makes me want to cry. I can't even imagine all the crying I'd do if I played real Mahjong. And she knocked them all over. So I put foam core on top of my puzzles. But Kivox just bought me one of those, saver things. I haven't tried it yet, though. Even more than that, Kivox, 15 years, 16 this year. The last video game I bought was Breath of the Wild. That game's dope. I skipped, like, a whole expansion, and I still got 3 years. Bye, T. Have you guys been watching Korra? I know Kivox didn't like it much, but it's still goodish.
No, I plan on watching it. It's just, is it on Netflix? Yeah.
I legit thought we finished it.
No, we watched 2 seasons. I think
bored.
there was 4 seasons.
Came out in 2004. Wow. No, Korra isn't really good.
I like it. I don't think it's as...
Korra is good. It's just not as good as the original show.
I don't think it's as good as the original. Agreed. But I do like I love that animation and that, and I do like the maturity of it and stuff. It is a little bit more, slightly more adult.
They tried to get all political, I feel like, and it just didn't work out.
I have to check it out. Can you stop hitting the chair and stuff, dude? Jeez.
I've never seen Korra. Should I go for it?
No, you should watch
the
original. The original first.
That's not really fair, though. Like, it's hard to repeat that kind of success.
I mean, the original could have definitely been better as well if it wasn't so kiddie. You know, I'm hoping that the live action show does it justice and does a little bit more mature. I know that they're young, but it's like still like it's like so like the moral of the story is this. You know, it was very much
like when you watch Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Sailor Moon says.
Yeah, it was very much that, and the episodes were so short. They're like 22 minutes long, 21 minutes long. And, you know, there's a couple of, like, multi-part episodes, but...
So you guys only watched 2 seasons of Korra. Season 3's by far the best.
Is it? All right.
You guys should do a D&D live. We want to, but certain people won't let us. Watch the original. If you want to ruin your love for Avatar, then watch Korra. Oh, wait. Spoilers redacted. Okay. I binged the original already. Would you recommend the next step? I mean, you could try it and see if you like it.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just like we said, it's not as good. But what's his face? Leonard likes it more.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So who knows? You may like it more. You may like it less.
No, Andreas, because they explored capitalism and anarchism. How? What? Okay. It's good. Pep, I've seen all of it, just not as good. Some of the original creators left the Netflix live-action Avatar very sad. Why? Can you give us any teases on what kind of wands we can expect that are coming out soon? I'm hyped because whenever I try to buy one, they get sold out. I don't think you've made any recently.
I got only that one back there that I can't really talk about because I don't know if I'm going to put it up yet.
That's usually what I hear when people complain about it. Hello, Jim Bob. Yes, I'm skeptical about the live-action Avatar now.
Is T still here?
No, she left.
That jerk.
You're going to see her tomorrow. Hello, Ralphie. I love watching your videos.
Cool. Thanks.
Make fun of the non-native English guy, Meek. I saw that smirk. What did I laugh about?
Yeah.
Maybe because I said something wrong? I literally...
What did you say?
Maybe the skeptical thing, but I read that wrong. It's written right.
But what does it say? Where is it?
I'm skeptical about that live-action Avatar now? I don't know
why? Why are we skeptical about the live-action Avatar? What did I miss? I'm so confused.
One of the original creators left the Netflix live-action.
Did they really?
Yeah. Or some of the original creators.
There's only 2.
And plus, he's non-native English either.
Mick, stop. What are you trying to defend? Like,
like
if you offended somebody, it's not a big deal. They'll get over it. Stop being so defensive. It's fine. They're just joking around anyway.
Both of the original creators left.
No, they didn't. If they did, I'm not going to watch it. But I don't believe you. No. I'll have to fact check this later. These last 5 minutes are taking forever.
Just leave.
No, it's fine.
Kivox, stop.
Stop what?
You inspire me to make wands.
Cool. Hopefully they're good ones. Good luck. Don't break them. They break easy. Somebody recently bought 4 wands. Puerto Rico. They went to Puerto Rico. Congratulations. I hope you like all of them.
Getting all angry at me. He gets angry at me every time I talk.
No, so I'm not angry. It's just you feel like you offended somebody and you're doing that thing
feel bad.
Where you're defending yourself and you're just digging your hole deeper because it's making it seem like it just sounds like you're trying to justify yourself. You see what I'm saying? I just don't want you to embarrass yourself. You don't have to. You don't have to apologize. Forget it. If you insulted somebody, too bad, so sad.
You should try a tortoiseshell handle wand like Theseus Scamander. Also, yes, both original creators have left now over creative differences. That's true. They're totally pulling an avatar and vanishing when we need them the most.
See, the problem with that is that if this is true, it makes no sense. So wait, because
DM'd you.
It makes no sense though, because like Netflix is all about just letting the people make whatever they want to make. Netflix isn't usually like very picky, as you can tell about the stuff that they put out. They put out trash all the time.
Dude, what was that movie we recently watched? No, was that on Hulu?
That was on Hulu, yeah.
It sucked.
Yeah.
Have you guys watched The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings? Yes.
Only the first two.
I used to love them, but I don't really like the new Hobbit movies. It's all good. I made a wand of glass.
Wow.
Alright, it's 8 o'clock. The dogs have to go you know what, because they keep going in the house.
Thanks for watching, y'all. My mouse working?
You gotta...
No, Meek. Are you gonna take them?
You have
Then don't tease them, please. That's rude. Like, it's like I have stuff to do, and you're gonna make me take them out.
She does need to go out. You didn't take her
out. I took them out right after they ate. Like, you were in the shower, so how do you know?
I don't know, I'm guessing.
Then don't guess. Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye for me. No.
Bye for me.
Don't look at me like that. Stop it. Stop it. Bye-bye, guys.